that's a game that's fun to be a part of. It wasn't pretty at all, but to see young guys like Maryland come in here with just great toughness and togetherness on the road and play like that, and then see young guys like our guys just keep grinding, man. It just wasn't pretty at all. We couldn't make shots. They played well. Maryland played tough, and they just kept grinding. And just proud of the team, proud of these guys, man. These two were tough, man. It wasn't their best games in terms of numbers, but I think it was the best game in terms of leadership and heart.
Joe, you worried this could have been like a trap game going into the road trip?
You think about all that stuff, Terry. You definitely think about it, but we don't talk about it at all. And we really try to concentrate on the next game. And at the end of the game, I feel good about the leadership of the seniors being able to get these guys to do that. There was times during the game it was going through my mind, like, you know what? Maybe we're not doing a good job of concentrating on the next game. Maybe maybe we're going to learn from this. But I think our seniors just did, Stokes, Fisher, Pena, Russell Wooten, and they just did a great job keeping these guys together. At halftime, again, no adjustments, just seniors. Let's go. We got to keep grinding, and they just do a great job of it.
Jay, have you been part of a 19-0 run against a really good team or against Mason?
I'm sorry, I think at the beginning of that?
You guys had a 19-0 run. Have you ever been part of something like that against a quality opponent?
You know what's amazing, Hoops? I would have never known that. You just look at next possession. That is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, you're looking at next possession. So I didn't realize that. But they're good, man. I really like that team. As I said, I'm impressed that and we said this, didn't we, guys, about Maryland under Gary Williams is the kind of team that they don't care where they're playing, who they're playing. They're second in the country, second in history in beating #1 teams. It's their style of play. We said that. This is what they're going to be. They're not going to be intimidated. They're not going to give it away. We're going to have to fight for it. And it took us to make some shots, to hit 2-3 shots in a row when you get into our press and get some stops. So it took till that point in the second half to do it.
You did a good job taking Williams out of the post for that stretch. He went almost 6 minutes without even a touch.
That's what we wanted to get into our press, but we couldn't score, And when they get into the half court, man, they get him the ball. He's just very, very good. And it's not just his first move. Even if he misses, he goes up, and gets it again. Like I said, we were able to press and get them out of that half court set where they're very, very good.
Jay, talk about the guards, the big guys, especially Armwood and Yaru, they didn't score much. What they did on the glass underneath, we thought about that.
Exactly right. I think, and Pena. For us, Armwood, Yaru, and Pena on the defensive glass were outstanding. And all three of them, it took all three of them to guard Williams. We're obviously very, very impressed with Williams. It took 3 guys to guard him and rebound against him.
Jay, why didn't Sutton play, and how hard was it to juggle 7 guys in the second half?
Maurice had a little incident in the Louisville game where he got excited on the bench. We scored. He kind of gave a sign like this, and he didn't do it at Louisville. He's just an excitable kid, and we just had to teach him, like, just don't do that. We respect our opponents, and he does. He just gets excited, and he's just he's a fun-loving kid. He thinks everything's funny. He didn't realize, as soon as he did it, Russell Wooten told him and said, you can't do it. And he realized, oh, no. But you just got to teach him a lesson.
And the second half, trying to go with a short bench, two sets?
Yeah. Cheek's got a knee injury. We don't know how serious it is, but I thought Taj Bell did a great job for us. He had a big-time and won, and made the free throw, did a good job defensively. And, he's going to have to step up now. And I think he and Armwood probably, everybody else knows everyone else, but those two probably gave us the most that we weren't anticipating in the second half.
Jay, you mentioned Armwood, and that you just alluded to that. And could you talk about the contribution that he from Isaiah, especially with short rotation?
I think all the guys on the team would tell you this has been coming. You just see it coming. He just works his butt off. He's been winning our attitude club, even playing 10, 12 minutes. He's getting the most done. And I don't think the players are surprised. I don't think any of us are surprised. They were just all happy for him. He's just been doing all the right things with great attitude.
Corey, can you talk about the second half run and what was it like to be a part of that?
I've been through that. I done played with Dante Cunningham, Shane Clark, Scotty Reynolds. I just think it was a good feeling just to see our young guys go through that, just to know how hard we got to play. And we kept grinding and grinding. We work on these situations every day in practice. And just to see our young guys respond to coaching and listening to us on the court. And coaches telling us things and we trying to get it through to the guys on the court. And I just think it was a great feeling and a great win.
You know, big threes there in that run. What kind of got it going, in terms of being able to score there and the ball that get things going?
Nothing. It wasn't. We knew we couldn't make baskets early going on, but we know we play defense. We gonna get out on the break and score, and get our big guys some touches and inside out. And we just knocked down some shots. And like Coach said, we got to get in our press and be a little more aggressive and just try to get stopped first and then convert on the offensive end. And that's what we did.
Jay, you've seen a lot of good teams this year, good players. How good is Jordan Williams?
At halftime, we showed the guys a number. I think it was 15 and 9 or something. We said, look, this guy's single-handedly killing us. He moves in foul trouble. He's as good as any inside player we've seen. And he's a good basketball player. He's a smart player. I mean, he hit a jumper early. You're trying to help off him when he's on the perimeter. He sticks a jumper. He's a hell of a player.
Corey, during that run, you were on the floor a long time. Was it a matter of being tired or getting less tired as each basket went in? Or?
Coach ain't gonna take me out, even if I'm tired. And that's kind of responsible being a senior, just going through everything and putting yourself in a tough situation. And Coach kept asking me, "Are you tired?" I was telling him, "No, I just wanted to do it for guys like Stokes and Tone, and just for the young guys to see that we can play through anything." And like I said, we played against a great team, Maryland, and we just kept grinding and got a good win.
Jay, they had that kind of run where you told the team to score those over 7 minutes and you score 19 straight. Like you said, fun to make them for the team to be able to have that kind of thing in that.
Well, I think Corey's making some really good points here. I haven't said these yet to the team. I'm going to quote him, but he's saying it's good for these guys to go through that, to know that we can do that. Hopefully in the future we're in a situation like this again where, well, hopefully you're not in a situation where you can't score, but if you just keep grinding and keep grinding, we have a chance of going on a run. Where we could go on a 19-0 run. You can say it all you want, but if you've never done it, and I think what Corey's saying is, unless these young guys, he's experienced it, but they haven't. So unless they've experienced it, they don't know you can do it. So I think that's going to really help us in the future.
What was going through your mind when it was 57-45? Any special thoughts?
Yeah, a lot of things. But one of the things I was thinking was, maybe we just, we weren't mentally tough enough to do this Cincinnati, Louisville, Maryland, UConn thing. Maybe we're learning a lesson about ourselves. That creeps through your mind. But then when that creeps through your mind and you get this done, you sit in the locker room and you say, you got some pretty special guys. So a lot of things like that.
Can you talk about the comeback and what was it like to be part of it?
Great. I got so much confidence in the key seniors and Tone and Fish and Stokes. One of these will carry us through. And I just try to be a leader in other ways and just whatever they want, whatever they ask me, just do it. Whatever my team asks me.